morning. Good morning.
The sun and the rain take turns to bless the land and prepare it for harvest. So that God will take turns to bless you and make you great in life. Your children shall not want, and you shall stand among the kings and the noble, and God shall make you a nation. I'm now appreciating what you have done for me. Where on earth would I get that huge amount of money to do a transplant in life? I would have been a dead man today, but you resuscitated my life. If it saves lives, saves a nation. You have saved me. I visited Heaven's Portal 13 times before you came into my rescue. And you demonstrated the type of love you have for Ekiti people again. Because the first time you gave me a check in March 15th last year, we were 52 people with different ailments. You gave us financial assistance. The second time, we were 71. So this was, you have demonstrated that you are a true governor of Ekiti State. And I will only beg you to continue doing it for those people having this type of ailment, because the financial implication to treat this ailment is not easy. It's beyond an individual. Please, sir, people that are suffering from this type of ailment are still in the federal hospital and the state hospital Ado-Ekiti. Dialysis costs us 35,000 naira every 2 days. And in fact, you have done a lot for me. My family, my aged mother of 94 years, said I should thank you very much. Thank you very much. This was my picture before my sickness.
Lost a lot of weight.
Yes, sir. And I am not diabetic, I'm hypertensive nephropathy. Thank you, sir.
You sent your text asking to come and physically thank me and appreciate the work of government for sending you to India. It wasn't an attempt to slight you or not to recognize your appreciation of the gesture of government. I have been traveling back and forth, and I was looking for a very good opportunity to do this. But in my typical way, I wanted to do it in the normal way I would do things, just invite you to my office and do that. But increasingly, my people are getting worried about that. They said I operate a very low-key media approach, and they insisted that they would want this to be covered. So if you're not prepared for this, I apologize. If you also want to come to me privately to show your appreciation, I also apologize for that. This is not in my character. But I also think it's important for Ekiti people to know that there are numerous people. At the last count, I must have spent 87 million naira sending people to all parts of the world, not just to India. It's bad enough that our healthcare system is not in top shape to deal with some of these ailments. I would ordinarily have preferred that the state teaching hospital here would be in a position to handle your case and do the transplant without necessarily sending you several thousand miles out of Ekiti in order to address your situation. This is why I started a special fund for people whose ailment cannot be immediately attended to by us here. Around the time that you went to India, an undergraduate of the Federal University of Technology in Akure was also sent to India with you because he was suffering from the same renal problem. And I'm grateful to God that I can see you're hale and hearty, you're back in shape. Government will continue to do this because most of the people, or at least some of the people afflicted by this sort of situation, do not have the means to cope with it. But we are thinking of a much more institutional arrangement and putting in place both a community health insurance scheme as well as a statewide health insurance scheme that can help us to address people who confront ailments that are unexpected, because you did not bring this upon yourself, it happened to you, and you deserve to live. Every Ekiti person, every Nigerian deserves to live in good health. The pledge we made to our people was that we would put in place a free healthcare mission, a free healthcare program. That is ongoing. We also have a free healthcare mission that we do on a quarterly basis. But for things that are complicated, like your renal transplant, it's not something that can be easily attended to here. And there are those who would feel that the 9 million naira we spent on you is too expensive. But no amount of money is expensive in ensuring that any individual of Ekiti origin or extraction lives. And that is why we have absolutely no apology to have spent that amount of money on you. I daily receive letters. I didn't know you from Adam. I've never met many of you who write to me on this table and say, I have this problem or I have that problem. When I receive the letters, as a rule, I ask the Ministry of Health to go and independently verify the case and ensure that indeed the person is suffering from the ailment, and then we subject it on order of priority, because the Ministry of Health can also assess whether it's a matter that can be handled locally or something that really requires immediate assistance overseas. And based on the recommendation, we then decide on who to fund and how much to support individual citizens of the state caught up with one form of ailment or the other. So I appreciate the fact that you've come to show gratitude, but for us, it's a duty, it's not a favor. We didn't do you a favor. This is our duty to Ekiti people, and we'll continue to do this duty for as long as we remain in this office, to the best of our ability, within the limits of the resources of the state, and in total commitment and compassion to the good people of Ekiti State. Thank you. God bless you.